So to get started, we're going to go ahead and go to File, New, and the new window will come up here. And for the width, I'm just going to specify 800, and the height, I'm going to use 600. And you can use whatever kind of fills up your screen at 100%, so you may have to experiment with that. And there's 100% for me by hitting Control 1. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take out our rounded rectangle tool, and we'll go ahead and just click once, and that brings up the rounded rectangle dialog box. And so for the width, I'm going to use 512, and the height 512 as well. And for the corner radius, we're going to leave it at 80, and that happens to be the dimensions for a iOS app icon. So this doesn't necessarily have to be for an iOS app icon, but this is just going to be the container that we're going to use to hold the actual icon. So right now I have a stroke on here, so I'm just going to hit 0 on that, and I'm going to scale this down just a bit. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave it at there for now. What I'm going to do is just going to give it a blue color right here. And for this particular icon, it's just going to be for a chat message or blip or whatever you want to call it. Now, ordinarily, if you were going to create an icon, you would create other icons so you can create an icon set to either sell or give away for free. But for this tutorial, we're just going to focus on one, just to demonstrate, what flat design is and how we can integrate it into our designs. All right. So next thing I want to do is create another rounded rectangle, and we'll leave it right around here, and I'm going to give it a color. We'll leave it, I think, right around there is pretty good. And we just kind of, for now, just eyeball placing it in here. And then I want to use the pen tool, and I'll just select right here along this edge, hold Shift to give us a perfectly vertical line, and then hold Shift again to give this a diagonal line. So now we can go back to the Move tool, and we see that I position that pretty well, and we can adjust it further if we wish. I think that's pretty good. So real quickly, if I just take everything and hold Shift and scale it down, we can see how it scales, which everything looks pretty good off the bat. So I'm going to undo that. All right, so now I'm going to put 3 lines here, which will just basically signify messages. So we'll use the rounded rectangle again, and we'll start right around here and just drag out to right around there, and we'll make this white. All right, so let's go ahead and hit Control C and then Control F and hold Shift and drag down the copy, and then we'll do the same thing one more time. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll take everything again, and we will just scale that down by holding Shift just to see how it looks. And that looks pretty good. I think we can make an adjustment or two. So I'm going to undo. I'm going to select these 3. I'm going to drag them over to the left just a little bit and down just a tad bit. All right, so pretty good so far. So basically, we really could consider this a true flat icon because it illustrates exactly, what type of icon this is, what it means. And basically, this is simplicity at its finest. So